Hi guys, so what we got today? Another great guitar by those wonderful people at Enya actually. They're a very forward-thinking company and there's something on this guitar, and I own over 20 guitars that I've never seen. And it's something that I think every guitar should have, certainly from now on. I think it's a great idea, I really do. So this is the new model, this is the Inspire, okay? Now, there was a previous version of this, or kind of, called the Sonic, which I had, which I did a video on. Now, that, similar kind of to this is a much better, in my opinion. There's a lot more things on here. I just find it a much more comfortable neck. We'll go through the specs in a minute. But with the same thing with that, we've got this great speaker. We've now got a 15-watt speaker. Now then, for those that didn't see that, when I used that, it was a sort of similar thing to this, more Les Paul type of guitar. And I was having a quiet rehearsal in here with the other members of the band. And I basically just went to that guitar and just used the speaker on it, played Highway to Hell. And at the end of it, no one even noticed that I wasn't plugged into my amp until I told them. And then they couldn't believe it. So that's the great thing about this. Now, is that speaker going to sound as good as an amp? No, it's not. Okay, but the thing is, you just want to grab it and just turn it on, and there you go. You don't. There's no leads. There's no excuse not to practice now. Okay, but there we go. So let's kind of go through the specs of this. All right. The first thing is it's nicely set up straight out of the box, and that's for sure. There's a nice low action on here, okay? Really comfortable to play, all right? It's all carbon fiber all throughout. Okay, I'm going to try and show you this. It's the neck through design, which means that the upper fret access is absolutely fantastic, okay? So, all carbon fibre, like I say, neck through. We've got just standard machine heads on here, which are great. 2-point tremolo, which works really well. There we go. So, actually works. Well done, Enya. Not all trems do, trust me. Okay. But then, if when they come out or when they're built, it does help if they go through a bit of a setup procedure, which I'm kind of guessing Enya do. All right. It must do to play like this, if I'm absolutely honest with you. We've got 24 frets. Now, the same with their other guitars. These are like pre-made frets, if you like. Okay. Pre-rounded off. And then installed, which means there are absolutely no sharp edges whatsoever. Okay, it's just so comfortable to play. Really cool. All right. Now then, this is the first guitar I think I've got, certainly with the we've got the inlays where they should be. Okay, but they're actually at the top, so the one side now, which actually I initially thought, ooh, I'm not sure if I'm going to like that. But funnily enough, I actually now prefer it. Okay, go figure on that one, guys. I really don't know. But there we go. Like I say, great 2-point tremolo. There's upward movement as well as downward. So we can get those sort of, you know, nice kind of wobbly bits, as they say. That is adjustable, by the way. It's just with a little Allen key in there, so that you can just tighten the bar up. I kind of like them floating, if I'm absolutely honest with you. We've got nice block saddles on here, which I prefer because there are no sharp edges. The bent steel ones, I've got some guitars, but I'm not a massive fan because they're not very comfortable when you put your hand down for palm muting, what have you. So, but with the blocks, you know, you can hide the little Allen keys there, which is really kind of cool. All right, so we've got the truss rod adjustment where it should be. Well done, Enya. Please, other manufacturers, just please put it there. It's so easy to adjust. You get a little tool in there, it's done. No having to take off a little bit of plastic here with 3 screws, or even worse, take the neck off, which is the more vintage way of doing it, which I really hate, okay? Now then, there's something else this does, and this is the genius thing. Now, maybe someone else has done this. I really don't know. I've never seen it before. Obviously, I have a certain gauge of string which I like, so I have to adjust the tremolo to suit if it's floating, all right? And they have just, it's the same as like the truss rod adjustment, sorry. So you just do that. Instead of having 2 screws that you've got to go in and out of the body, they've just done it with 1 screw and you use the same tool. This is genius. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish all guitars had that because it would make my life so much easier. So well done, Enya. Okay. We've got a normal 5-way switch, which works the normal way. Okay, so bridge all the way through to neck. Okay, all your different sounds. All right. So guys, what we've also got, we've got the 2 single coils and we've got humbucker. Now then, we've got the 2 controls here. They're both volume. All right. When you turn it on, all right, you push it in, hold it down, light comes on. That's using the inbuilt effects, okay? But what we've also got as well is this, which will change it between series and parallel. A little bit more mid when you pull it out. Yeah, a little bit more mid on that. So that's what those 2 do as well, but they're both volumes as well, guys, okay? Guys, we can use this guitar as a straightforward guitar, okay? It is rechargeable. They give you the lead, and thank you, Enya, they give you the charger. There's a certain massive phone manufacturer who don't bother now. They say it's for the environment. I think it's so they can make more money. So this is really handy. You can never have enough chargers, honestly. You really can't. I can never find them, same as anyone else. Obviously, the other bits as well. What we do have, nice padded gig bag. Okay, keep it nice and safe. All right, and obviously we got our Allen keys as well for making adjustments if we if we need to. That's a better way of saying it, isn't it? Okay. So yeah, so we can use this just as an ordinary guitar, which I've got it plugged in. Now I'm just going to go through the app on here, which luckily is really nice and easy. It needs to be for me because I am Mr. Technophobe. Okay, it's as simple as that. So we can just plug that in. While we're here, we've also got a headphone output. Brilliant if you want to just do private and silent practice. Your charging port, get about 10 hours, they reckon, out of a charge. I've been going since early this morning and it's still going, that's for sure. Okay, and then obviously our 1/4-inch jack for our cable. All right. Now then, let's run through what's going to happen with the app. Now, I've just got this set up. And by the way, I've done the improvising that you can hear, okay? That is using, as I am now, just the sounds out of the actual guitar with the effects built in. I'm going straight into Logic with a flat sound, no reverb. Reverb's coming out of here, all right? As far as cost is concerned, now there's a little bit of a range on this depending on what colour you want with the looks of it. It goes from about $570 to $650. Okay, I think the 651 has got like gold hardware and all that. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's probably why you're paying the extra there. All right. So let's go through the app and we can see that at the moment I've got basically four. So I've just got 4 sounds. Now that's just a nice clean sound, just straightforward, okay? I then push the button, all right? This goes to channel 2, which I've now got just some, it's a clean sound again, but I've got some delay on it. And I'm just gonna go into this to show how you can edit any of these. Now I'm just gonna press the edit on there. And what have we got on here? We've got 2 amplifiers, by the way. All right, we've got the Deluxe Clean. Obviously, this is a clean sound, so that's what I want. You can go to the, what is it they call it? Oh, yes, the 100 distortion, okay. But what we've got down here is, I'm at the moment got the equalizer on, the delay on, and the reverb on. But if I want some modulation, I just drag that down, and there we go. I've now got the modulation on it. I click on it and I've now got the chorus, which I can then adjust to suit. There we go, simple as that, all right. So now I'm going to go to the, there we go. Oh, I'll cancel that one. There we go. We're going to go back to the app now. All right. Oh, sorry, I pressed the button again. So now I'm on like what I call the crunch channel. Great sort of crunch sound again on the app there. I've literally got, I think, just reverb. Let me press that on there. There we go. I've got a bit of noise reduction, reverb, and just the equalizer again. Okay, so I'm just going to go back now. And then if I'm going to whip into the last channel now, I've turned the noise reduction off. So this is heavy, heavy. Go back to clean. I turn the noise reduction off, and to be honest with you, it works really well, but you can hear like anything. You've got lots of distortion on there, so there's lots of noise going on. All right, okay. So that's basically the 4 sounds. You can edit them, put the effects on, do whatever you like with it. Doesn't really matter. Now then, the other thing we can do as well is we've got the it's an additional, I think, about 50-60 pounds, which is the foot switch. Now there is something on here which is they thought about this again. Okay, this, I don't know if I can show it on here. It's actually slightly angled, so when you put it on the floor, it's facing towards you and not you're looking over it to see where the lights are. Okay, so this works just as a normal foot switch. I've got it set up again with, let's just go to the crunch sound. And then to the heavy sound. Okay then guys, so just going to show you, I'm just going to try and record it just with a SM58 industry standard. Just with the speaker, I just run through the 4 presets basically. So hopefully that picked it up, but I mean, it's just so handy. Grab a guitar, don't need to plug it in, turn it on, quick bit of practice, every little helps. Kind of makes you wonder if we're going to go to a gig in the future with with a pedal board. There's so much happening in the world of guitars now. It's unbelievable. And I don't know if he's, I'm not going to say to blame because that's the wrong word, but to thank maybe for is Matt Bellamy from Muse. He always liked his effects built in his guitar, and he could change it from like an iPad here. And that's kind of where we're going with a lot of these guitars now. There's a lot of advantages to it. Will it sound as good as your, £2,000 pedal board or your Fractal or whatever? Well, maybe not, but like I say, you can use this as a normal guitar with your £2,000 pedal board. I think one of the greatest things for me about this is literally that speaker, because you can just pick it up, sit down, bang, and you play. And you've got 4 sounds there that you can quickly get. All right, and they're really good. Or like I say, you can put your headphones in. Again, really cool. It's Bluetooth enabled as well, so you can put your backing tracks through there and play along with that as well. I'm not really sure what else. I keep saying this. What else are they going to come up with next? They will. I just haven't thought about what it is. We'll leave that to them. I mean, I'm not that intelligent anyway. So there we go, guys. It's a great thing. Oh, and I took it out again, as I always do with these things. I took it out to teaching with me last week with the kids at school. They all loved it. Most of them said, again, you know, because a lot of them, you know, obviously they're kids, they maybe even share a bedroom, you know, with their brother or whatever. And, you know, the great thing is, like they said, well, I can take this anywhere. I can go down the bottom of the garden and I can just play, or I can put my headphones in it. They all love the colour, apart from one who said, don't they make it in red? I think they might do, actually, but there we go. But yeah, so there we go. What a great piece of kit. Thank you, Enya. But like I say, it might only seem daft, this, but honestly, to have that adjustment so quick, so easily, maybe someone else has done this before. I've not come across it, but I certainly hope in the future that that people do, because it just makes life so much easier. And you know, when you do change string gauge, or even manufacturers, you know, there can be just little differences, and you just need to set up your trem right to get your intonation absolutely right. So that's just such an easy way of doing it. And like I say, this trem actually works. Okay, it's not a Floyd Rose where they're going to flop off the fretboard, but certainly good enough, that's for sure. Straight back in tune. What more can I say, really? Thank you, Enya. And guys, check it out. Cheers. Bye.